EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to uptown Charlotte at rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Touchdown! I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
On 1st and 10, Leach. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year.
And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Okay, break.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action here. Mon. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Keith Taylor. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for the Panther touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
It's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the... Search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Off the play fake, Mon. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
He'll return it from the 6. A 55-yard punt that time with a return of about 14. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off the hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
He's got a man complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Throwing again on second down. Mond. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. Leach. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Chaz Surratt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now he dumps this off over the middle.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Moore, the man in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. McCaffrey on the counter. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun. Leach. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. An entertaining start to this one. More to come. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first-half lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Calling an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Mond ran last time. Here he'll throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mon now off of play action.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Now Mon.
He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Ready. And cycle. Hey, computer. That's what.
On 4th down, Mon. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Back to the ground, Cook. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Oh, now a running play here with Smith.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Here's Mon. They're going for it.
Keeps himself upright, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th, and the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the 1st half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daron Payne. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Throwing on 3rd and long. Leach, he's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And just a 30-yard punt that time.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road,
How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Leach into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short game.
He completes it once more to Anderson. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Leach, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Mon looks to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mon. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Glenn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
To throw on 2nd down. Leach. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 25 yards that time.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Panthers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some room to work. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Boy, the word with Dalvin Cook is explosiveness. I'm not sure there's anybody in the league that has the acceleration that he does, and he put it to good effect there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Now Mond on the bootleg.
And complete right side to Cook. Touchdown, Vikings!
Dalvin Cook
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Vikings are able to claw one back.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Leach.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the 4th. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. DJ Moore from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mon going to throw it. He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Mon, a quick throw, complete.
Touchdown, Vikings! A great play there. 71 yards. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Now here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Leach. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. On second down, Mon.
And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Here's Mon.
And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Mond.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34. McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Though definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4 touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit.
Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble, 27 yards. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wound.
Amon fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, break. Ready?
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
They run the counter with Cook.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
104 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
22 yards there, a first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 11 now. Mond. And he wisely will throw that one away. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that
is intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Chaz Surratt, his 2nd sack of the night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of